So if you're switching out your fork because your old one is faulty or you're doing an upgrade, this one is the one off that rock hopper I was fighting with yesterday. To fit a new fork, you need this piece here. You need to remove this piece here from the old fork to go on the new fork. It's the lower race for your bottom headset bearing to sit on. It's called a crown race because it sits on the fork crown here, and of course it's the bearing race, the surface the bearings rotate on. So there's two ways of getting it off. One is one of these crown race removal tools, which is made for the job. Slots in underneath like that. You apply pressure and it pushes itself from either side underneath and lifts up the crown race. But nobody's got one of those, so what do you do in that case? Well, you need a screwdriver, flat bladed screwdriver, and you could hold a hammer, and you just start from one side, tap your way in and get underneath the crown race like that, move round a bit, do it some more, move around again, and what you're trying to do is hit this evenly all the way around. You don't bend or damage the crown race, or even snap it in some cases. This one's a really rusty one, they don't always put up this much of a fight, but this one's really on there. And eventually, as you're working your way around, you'll be seeing that gap there increasing. So you gradually work your way around like so. After you've hammered your way in and initially lifted it, keep working your way around to the point where it will pop off. As I say, this one is a really rusty one. A big screwdriver in a sec. This one is putting up a fight because it's a rusty one off that Specialized I was working on yesterday. And everything on that point was just putting up, oh, there you go, was just putting up a hell of a fight. And then there's your crown race loose. So this part of the fork here is tapered wider for that crown race to be a tight fit. So once you're over this initial part here, this part here is wider. So once you've hit it off this part here at the bottom, it slides really easy the rest of the way off. There you go, and then you've got that then to fit to your replacement fork. That's how you remove a crown race.